I'm not in a rush at
I'm
all,
just messing.
actually.
I'm
I
just
have
screwing you.
hours to go here because I'm at the point where I'm so broke. I had an arts and craft my mom's gift for Mother's Day.
Aw, that makes it
Wait, didn't
extra special though.
yeah, I think that's cool. Didn't you
Mm.
like arts and crafts another thing recently? I thought
I
you like
did her birthday gift,
Mhm.
mm, got it.
and
Got
I'm
it.
just continuing the trend.
Perfect. Oh, so we
You
are
want to
live.
see? Are you
So
interested at
that
all?
hello
Oh,
YouTube. Yes, I do want to see. And our fans want to see our many
I don't
loyal
want them to see
fans.
my face, so afterwards.
Wait, what?
Go
It's
for it.
gonna is it gonna do something to your face? Oh.
No, I'll just show you after
Oh.
housekeeping.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh, dang.
next. Moving on.
Okay. Night Yumi and the Nightmare Hunter. I'm up. Um this book really makes me like like a lot of books makes me really angry about the I really want like a different rating system on Goodreads. This is not my favorite Sanderson book that we've read so far, but it's like still excellent. Like it makes me want to do the Manel thing and like give it a 4 or a 3 or whatever, but like if I think of other books that are 4s or 3s, that's like blasphemy. This is still like an excellent book. It's just lower tier, you know what I mean? So it's like a 4.7 versus like a 5.0 of the I don't know, at least for me, but it was quite good. I enjoyed it a lot. I loved all the themes of artistry and what all of that means, and the painting was super cool. The rock stacking was super cool. Even though like it's weird that I'm even saying that, but the rock stacking was cool, even though that sounds really stupid now that I'm saying it out loud. Um, Characters were great. Um, I think that for me, it's the guy that does Dungeon Crawler Carl, the guy that did um, not Fable, Fairy Tale. Is that the Stephen King one that we all liked?
Yeah.
That narrator. So that narrator, Dungeon Crawler Carl, and then the guy who does Hoyd. I think are my three favorite narrators of all time. Hoyd's delivery is incredible, and it makes me question a little bit if like like would this book even like hit the same way if I were to have read it? Because the way he delivers a lot of these comedic lines is so awesome. I appreciate these graphic audios, and I really really like that guy. Hoyd was as good as ever. I This one was like a lot more heavy on all of the, or at least, or maybe I'm just since I'm reading more, I'm at least catching them. But it felt like it was a lot more heavy on all the Casimir references than Tress and the Emerald Sea was. That made me really really happy. I didn't understand a lot of it.
Mhm.
Um, Design. I love that her name was Design first of all, but like, is she made? I thought that like were they referencing her to her being Nightblood, that sword that talked in Warbreaker? Because at some point they said that she made a surprisingly like or like a surprisingly useful sword or like a I don't know like but they said that she was a sword and I was like what does that even mean? But that was cool. And then I got confused for a while because I thought that this planet was literally happening on Roshar, the same planet as this as Way of Kings. But I think as I understand it now, this is just being maybe told on Roshar. But this was actually happening on a different planet. I'm not even fully sure, but all that stuff is really really cool. Um, I think that uh maybe the only thing that held it back from me from maybe from like really really loving it is I think the only way I can like articulate it is this book at first was kind of doing like I guess we could call it like a good job of not being like super super in the weeds lore heavy, which is like odd for him. Like it was just sort of like there was a lot of stuff happening, but it was just really really focused on like character development and and their interaction with stuff and whatnot. And then once like the action breaks out, I had this like I don't know hour or 2 hour chunk where I just barely understood what the hell was going on because it got like so crazy with what was going on with the lore and the shadows and the I actually still don't frankly know fully understand what was entirely going on. Which like I think did I write it down? Hoyd even said like, if you're confused, it's fine. I didn't know what the hell was going on for a long time, or I don't know. He like he like said that, so like that made me happy. But I don't know. Like there was something about that like middle part that kind of like it kind of like bugged me for some reason because I sort of like missed when it was more simple and I didn't know understand what was going on. Yeah, but it's a pretty minor complaint because I really, really liked it. Every time there was a little bit of drip feed with some kind of Easter egg, like I think design said something about honor sprint. I was like, I know what an honor sprint is. Not really, actually, but I've heard of it at least. Yeah, super, super cool.
Here, baby.
And what was another thing? I think the word did you hear Hoyd? I think it was either Hoyd or design. I can't even remember, but using that word investiture. Did you hear that
Mhm.
being used a
I
couple of
think
times?
so.
I want to like at least in context. I'm like not letting myself like look it up because I feel like at some point it'll like come out in like a book we're reading or something. But I want to say maybe investiture is the way that magic materializes in that particular universe. So I think like if you like use it in a sentence, like the investiture of the Mistborns was them being able to burn metals. That's how their investiture works. So like just hearing that, I was like, well, that's freaking cool. I don't even know what's going on right now, but I don't know. Like I nerd out with little craps like this, and I fully like appreciate this guy's universe and all of the thought he puts into everything, and it's super dope. Let me see. Oh yeah. And then also this doesn't bug me that much, but it should because we always talk about this. But like maybe Yumi should have stayed dead because it just would have been more impactful and maybe more than that. I don't really like why did she come back to life? Did you guys understand that he just like painted something and then she just magically got revived, right? Like that they never set that up, right? They never explained
Mhm.
that well. So that seemed to get like a happy ending for just like Disney purposes rather than logical purposes. So that was a little on the lame side, but yeah, for some reason it didn't really bug me, and I don't really know why. Yeah, but that was also maybe like a miss for me. But I don't know. I don't like I would, even though I have this weird dichotomy in my mind where like I hear things telling me like I'm thinking about like how much did I enjoy this versus how much did I enjoy Tress, and I really I liked Tress more. But does that mean that this deserves less than a 5? In my opinion, I don't think that it does because this book is just badass and this guy's just so good at making them. And I don't want to do that to him. But I wish I had some way of delineating that. I'm just going to have to do one of my Scorsese write ins. Um,
Ugh.
yeah, but overall, pretty freaking good. My take on this is that this is happening like somewhere like in the far future compared to where we're happening in Way of Kings, but I don't know if we're supposed to like actually know that or not. Although I do slightly maybe remember also thinking, or I think maybe I should look this up. I don't know, but I think maybe all of these secret projects, these quote unquote secret projects, where it's Tress, Yumi, and there's like one other one that I can't remember right now. I think all of these are supposedly happening like in the far future compared to all of his other books, but I don't actually know. I could be
Oh.
wrong about that, but that sounds familiar now that I'm saying it. But yeah, either way, I don't understand. I don't understand how he can just like pull out this whole other universe out of his ass, and it's still good. Like I would love to. I would fully read a whole trilogy about what was happening on this planet because it's interesting enough. Maybe it's not quite as interesting as one of the other ones or whatnot, but like I mean, just in terms of world building, like we don't like we're just eating good whenever we read Sanderson, and it just blows my mind how he comes up with this crap. It's very very cool. Uh, yeah. Oh yeah, and then it was either Hoyd or Design talking about Yumi doing something maybe, and they were like, wow, and she didn't even have to burn tin. I was like, I know what that means, kind of. So cool.
Yeah.
God, little things like that. It's like crazy how much I nerd out and makes me so freaking happy. And I love this guy's books. So yeah, I think that's where I'm at. It's like a 4.997 out of 5.
Well,
It's so specific.
Yeah. Now, Julie, it's your turn. Hopefully, I jogged you
fucking
enough.
hell. You did jog me enough.
Yep.
Okay. Oh my god, my fingers are sticky. I liked this book. I thought it was interesting. I found it entertaining. I didn't love it. I think at sometimes it just dragged on for me. I didn't find it boring, but it just wasn't my favorite, and I felt myself just kind of like getting oh, there's a net like a fly.
Ah.
Um, I found myself just kind of like, oh, okay, like whatever. But now that you jog my memory, I think it was good. Again, it's like there's just not my favorite. I don't really have much to say. I did love hearing all the little lore drops, like Hoy and design and like the tin, like all of that. I think those like was my favorite part. I guess I didn't really like the characters much. I loved Hoyt the most. Like I love the narrator. I just loved his narration. I love Design's narration too. I loved like how funny and quirky they are and just like this really weird, stupid things that they do. I absolutely love that. And at the end, I was like, you know what? I was just that dog bobbing my head because I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know how she came alive. I don't know the spirit. I don't know this. I don't know that. I was like, yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. And I still don't know, to be completely honest with you. Like you were like, oh yeah, in the weeds. No, there was weeds. And I'm stuck in them still. I'm in the weeds. I could not. Like I was just like, oh, okay. Like, so like that's just my thing. I got kind of confused with like Yumi and Hilda. I don't know her name.
Oh,
Charlie? The
her.
big
Yeah, her
her
mentor
and
person,
the
but I can't remember her
scientists
name either.
and like the painters and how don't ask me. Don't ask me. I genuinely don't know. But I thought it was good. I thought it was good. It's just not my favorite book, and that's all I really have to say about it. I like there wasn't like the thing is like it's not my favorite book, and I didn't like I enjoyed it, but not like oh my god I loved it. But like we've said again and again and again, it's still like a fucking five star because it was like literally just so beautifully written. Like the writing itself, like it was just it's good. It's good every single time. I just could have lived without this book, but I thought the art was beautiful. Um, I guess I just Yumi pissed me off. She was so funny. She just like pissed me off. I was like, girl, live a little. Were you not just complaining about this? And now that you're here, you're like, absolutely not. Like, what is going on? I love like the found family. And I do think, what's his name? The nightmare painter? What's his name? Jack?
I can't. Nico something. Started with an
Nico.
N. I can't remember.
I thought he was a little bit of a bitch too. Like,
Mm.
yeah, your friends were right. It's weird that you lied to all of them and you just sat around and did nothing. And I know Yumi was just like, oh, I love him and he's great. And you guys don't. No, he was a little freak who did nothing and lied. Like, I don't know why we're defending his actions. Like, no. And so that's the thing. Like, I really didn't like both of the main characters, but that's just me. Um, Yumi was a little crybaby bitch, and Nico was a little fucking lying freak. And they ended up loving each other. And honestly, how weird that they had to go out, like under the guise of that was his sister, and now they're fucking. Like you could have thought of anything else. Like I don't know. Anyways,
That's
that's all
fair.
I
I
have to
didn't think about that.
say until Manel jogs my memory some more.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go. Um, I liked it too, but you guys know I have this bad habit where I compare the books written by the same authors against
Yeah.
each other. I pit them against each other. So
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
expecting Tress. It did not hit that Tress
It did not
mark.
hit
Though
Tress.
it
Yeah.
kind of fell short.
Mhm.
So I still liked it. It was a good book. I finished the book and I was like, it's not as good as Trust, but it's still good. But then I had to do a bit of further reading, and then I kind of read that, oh, this guy pulled low from like Japanese folk stories and Korean folk stories. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool because like the painting, that's all Japanese, and her stacking stones and putting the spirits to like do whatever they want, that's Korean law. So I
Korean.
was like,
Yeah.
that's pretty interesting. So this guy has
Mhm.
done his research. So I'm like, I can't complain about that. That's pretty neat. But yeah, like Julia said, the characters were a little whiny and they were acting like babies. So I didn't like the part about Nico, the
Nikoro.
painter, where he
Right when you said it,
Nikoro,
it hit me
exactly,
again. Yeah.
Nikoro. He
Yeah.
was just sitting around feeling sorry for himself, and then she was defending that. I'm like, I don't know though. Like he could have done something. He could have come clean, but like that felt weird. Like don't make excuses for him being a bad person. Okay, fine. He wasn't. It wasn't
Mhm.
out of bad intentions, but still, it felt like he's not a child, so like you can't really excuse that. He should have owed up to the fact that he did this, which ultimately he did. But she had to like kind of make excuses for him to do that. So that was weird. Darren said that towards the middle it got a bit confusing. I felt the same way too. I was like, maybe I'm just dumb and I don't understand what's happening. But then Hoyt said that it's
Yeah.
confusing and I don't get it either. And I was like thinking, is this like lazy writing though? Is he like writing so many books where he just can get away with it now? So that to me was a bit icky, especially at the end. He's like, when he brought Yumi back to life, I think he was saying that we give life to art and therefore it works vice versa. Art, we can give life to art or whatever, something like that. Where I was like, that doesn't really make any sense. Because with the nightmares, you take the nightmares and put them into art form and poof, it
That's true.
vanishes. So you try to do the reverse of that in this instance. But then, like, can't we do that to like every spirit? Kind of.
Yeah,
So
and it would
I
have
don't
it
know.
would have helped if there was just any reference to that happening elsewhere in the book that they like did
Exactly.
that, right? Or
Yeah.
unless they're referring to the fact that like they would do the art and then I guess on the stone stacking side, they would then convince the spirit using the art to like turn into something to help one of the villagers. Like, is that them making things out of? I don't know, but yeah, I agree. It was thin
But then you're
why it worked in
mixing
reverse.
two different laws from two different planets or spaces or whatever. So it shouldn't work, right? Like he was taking elements of his world and her world and combining them to make it work. And I agree with you. I think that she should have died. It would have made the story a bit more impactful. But
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know. I liked it. I but it was really funny though. That part where she was trying to teach him to stack stones,
Yeah.
he failed at it. Like he kept dropping the stones. Like you said, the guy who
Mhm.
narrates Hoyt was like so good at it. It was like so funny. I liked that, and there were like so many instances like that too. I
Her
didn't really
trying on the
understand.
bra and like being
Oh,
like enamored
yeah.
by how awesome it was. Yeah, that made me
She's like,
laugh
"Can
too.
we not actually just take these back, please? The only thing I wanna take back."
Wasn't this book a bit PG-13 or like PG-18 even? Like usually his books aren't, and I thought, oh, maybe it's because it's all Japanese and he's bringing in the whole anime thingy because animes are like that almost. So I was like, maybe that's what he's trying to do. But this was weird, like especially the pool stuff. I'm like, why? It was so dragged out.
Wait, and you mean it was more than he
He
usually
wanted
does or less than he
sex.
usually does?
More than he usually does.
Okay.
Like
Oh,
it
really?
felt more compared to his other books,
No,
which
because
are
his
like
other books
zero.
are pretty clean when it comes to anything like
Yeah.
that. Just like alluded
Now you
to, but like
mention it.
never yeah, they're never actually lewd or anything. Yeah. Yeah.
Not that this was graphic or anything, but it was a smidge more than his others. So I can excuse that, though it wasn't a deal breaker. But yeah, I think I'll give it 4 stars because it wasn't bad. It was good. That part really irked me.
And I wanna circle back to the
Hmm.
fact that not only was he like a fucking liar and just like he whatever, he also was talking shit about every single person because he internalized his failure and
Hmm.
thought that it was okay to just like talk about everybody and oh they're this and they're that and like he's buff and she's always in everybody's business blah blah blah. You're just mad they're not your fucking friends because they caught you in a lie. Like be so fucking for real, you fucking loser. Yeah.
Yeah, no, his friends were valid. Like, I would be mad
Yeah,
too.
they were.
It's like he promised this great job and this big promotion, and then all of a sudden it turns out it was a lie. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be mad.
And it's okay to fail. Like if they're your friends, they're your friends. And then if you tell them like, "Hey, actually it didn't work out and they treated you differently," then okay, yeah, talk shit about them, but you were just talking shit about them cuz you were like projecting it. Like that's
Mhm.
all.
Yeah.
So the reason I'm pretty okay, because I see everything about their characters, and I agree. But the reason why I liked them overall is not so much that I liked their characters, but I liked what Sanderson did about um it wasn't even so much that Yumi taught him what he was lacking and vice versa. It was more that their role reversal forced them to to confront their flaws
A
and make
Freaky
themselves
Friday.
Mm.
better. Yeah, yeah. And I thought because there was character development. They both changed and were better by the
That's
end of it,
fair.
and they did so by living the other person's life. And I thought that was yeah, it is Freaky Friday, and I thought that was really really cool. And I mean, I don't know
I
if I
will
don't know
say
if I
that.
don't know if at any point I was like, I freaking love these people, but like, to me, for that to work, they have to be pretty fundamentally flawed in the first place for me to even like notice or appreciate that. And yeah, I kind of thought that was cool. Uh,
I did
yeah,
pay special attention because I didn't want to get Darren shamed again for not catching the low and the
I
little
would have
Easter
Darren
eggs.
shamed you. I would have Darren shamed you pretty hard. Yeah,
So I picked
you're
up
right
on
about
the
that.
burning pin and the sprints, but
Mm.
I had to do a bit of digging also to see if I missed anything. Uh, the machine though, that is also part of it, but we haven't gotten there yet. I mean, it's not a spoiler because we already
Oh,
read about it.
you like read. Okay, okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
interesting.
I didn't read any further than that because I didn't want it to spoil the story. But yeah, the machine also is gonna play some sort of role, but we just haven't hit that yet. But yeah, the tin and the sprint.
Another bit that I saw that wasn't even um I wasn't even looking, but it just like showed up somewhere as I was like browsing the internet. Uh they were okay, so you guys both know what an honorific is, and they were using honorifics in this book. The honorific Nimi, like something Nimi, apparently that's used in Stormlight Archive at some point, but we also haven't gotten there yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
it's
And
I don't
wasn't
know
there a
when.
mention?
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
There was a mention of a changeling, right? But not like Conra
Yeah.
level, but some sort of
That's true.
changeling.
That's true. Yeah, I picked up on that too. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, so
Um,
I just chalked it off to that. We haven't gotten to that part yet, but it wasn't a
Uh,
Conra though. It
no,
wasn't a
I don't think so. But
no.
yeah, that was pretty cool. Uh, yeah. Okay. Cool. Um, I think that I'm only just coming to this official conclusion now because I think so far every time I ask you guys, you just sort of say like lead the way in terms of what Sanderson recommended. I'm seeing a flaw in what he's recommended now that
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at it. So like there's a certain amount of Stormlight archives, right? And what he now suggests ongoing is read a Stormlight and then take a break and do what we're doing, and then read a Stormlight and then take a break. So that's pretty much what we're gonna do like through the end of this. But I'm realizing that mathematically we're going to end up with like a bunch of extra break stuff at the end if we
Mm.
only just do one in between each. So I think that we should pick two,
I
even though
mean, at the
he
rate
only. Oh, go ahead.
I have
at
no
the
idea what you're
rate
talking
he's
about.
going, he might probably put out new books by the time we reach that point.
I saw one of, well, I just saw the title of his YouTube videos because I'm afraid to watch his YouTube videos, even though like I like his personality, because he just drops stuff that I don't, I think he
Yeah.
like expects you to have already like read stuff. And I'm like, bro, I can't listen to you anymore. But yeah, he's already coming out with like a whole new arc. Like he's planned out like the next like four books of
Oh
No.
my
something.
gosh.
I don't know. It's definitely Cosmere stuff. But so, anyways, the problem is that like it's kind of like what it seems like he's doing is he's calling Mistborn Era 2 almost like it's one book, but that is in fact four books. And so
What?
yeah, like the second part of Mistborn, there's seven Mistborns total, and we only read three. I'm not sure how long they are, but like when he says like choose one of the following, and it just says Mistborn Era 2, like we could choose that, and it's like this massive as opposed to just what reading like a Yumi. So I kind of think that maybe we should read another one before we go back to another cycle. Otherwise, we'll just have too much Sanderson stuff at the end. But yeah, um, unless I guess okay. Alternatively, we could just sort of ignore what he's saying. Well, we could ignore the Mistborn thing. We could do what he's saying, and then how it'll probably work out is after all the Stormlight, maybe we can go back and finish Mistborn just all in a row. Because we'd probably want to do those things in a row anyways and like stay in the universe. I don't know. It's also
I
entirely
want to read
possible that
Yesteryear.
the reason he's saying this is maybe the Mistborn stuff's like super short. Like maybe it's just like 4 short stories, and that's why it's reasonable to
When
clump
has
them.
shit ever been short?
But yeah, I have a feeling not. I haven't looked at the audiobooks, but I have a feeling that that's not true. Uh, uh,
I don't mind getting into Mistborn after we do Yesteryear. Because I'm like itching to read
Yeah,
that book. It's like
I
blowing
am
out so
too.
much. I'm
Sorry.
man,
like,
well, you guys are hyping this, and it better live
I
up to the
know.
hype.
No, I feel the
I've
same
talked
way
to 2
too.
friends that have read it, and they've
Is
liked
it
it,
good?
so
Oh,
Mhm. Yeah,
okay. Yeah, okay.
yeah, I've actually I've spoken to 3 people that have read it. 2 people were, like, okay about it, they liked it, but they weren't, like, in love with it, but
Can
they
you
liked it a
guys tell
lot, if
me
that makes
why you
sense.
care? Can you at least like and if it's a long story, I don't care that much, but like why do you care about this versus any other book that comes out?
Nara Smith and Hannah from Ballerina Farms. That's it for me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a take on something that's do you know what, like, the trad wife thing is? Like, have you heard of it?
Sure. Yeah. Just the
Have
idea
you
of
heard of,
that.
like, the trad life influencers?
Okay. Yeah.
It's like a take on their lives, and it seems really interesting, so
Okay. That did
That
not answer
sounds
my
like a
question at
good.
all, but fair enough.
well,
This
I don't
is
know if I was
chicklet.
expecting it to.
Just chalk it off to chicklet. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's a chick thing. Tight. Let's do it. Dive in.
And
Okay.
my one of my friends actually let me borrow the book, so I wanna return it. I don't wanna keep it too long, that's what I'm trying to
Mm.
say.
Okay. Well, I think it would be weird if we like just did that and we didn't do a round. So let's just do another round and then we'll come back to Sanderson. Because yeah, so
Fine
Manil will
with
go
me.
after that one, right? Because isn't this officially Julia's pick? Right? I think that's what we were
Officially
doing.
my pick, which was supposed to be Dungeon Crawl, but we have to read Yesteryear, okay? We're making changes. We are fluid. That's what a book club is.
yay.
So it's your pick, right?
Yay! Yeah, it's my pick. It's my
Yeah.
pick.
Cool. Okay. Uh,
It'll go fast. I think
I
I know Manel and I are gonna get half really fucking fast because we really want to read it.
even though I was
So
so excited about reading this because I can't wait to read Yesteryear, I had completely forgotten about all of these conversations, and I clearly haven't downloaded it yet.
oh, you're good.
I don't know if I'll do that
Yeah,
tonight, but I'll probably maybe do it tomorrow morning
Oh, okay.
ish.
that's fine.
Um,
Well,
that sounds like a really generic name. Let me make sure
no, it's
it's
not.
not that generic. So this
There's a
should
No.
not
cookbook
be
because I tried to find this book myself and I could not get it. So you might
Claro.
need to go
There are
levels
3
deeper.
Yesteryears. The top one though
Oh,
is Caro Claire Burke.
yeah, that's her.
Got it. Okay.
Wow.
Yep. Wow.
I don't know, like throughout all of time, I think that's a pretty generic name. I think you guys are just like coping and hoping that it's going to be awesome or something, but yesteryear is just a single
Oh,
word.
oh, okay.
It's a
Not
noun.
you
It's just a
shaming
single noun.
us.
I'm just throwing it out there. Common noun. All right,
Wow.
cool. I'll let you guys know when it's up.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot.
Are
Bye
we stop
YouTube. We love
recording?
you so much.